Understanding Equations, Module 3. Let's begin. So first, your brother is going to college. You no longer have to share a bedroom. You decide to redecorate a wall by hanging 2 new posters on the wall. The wall is 14 feet wide and each poster is 4 feet wide. And you want to place the posters on the wall so that the distances from the edge of each poster to the nearest edge of the wall is the same as the distance between the posters, as shown in the diagram below, and we wanted to determine that distance. So these 3 arrows are the same distance. We want to know what is that distance. They're the exact same length, each one. Well, the total length of the wall is 14 feet. Each of the posters are 4 feet, so let's see how much total distance do we have left. Well, we would take 14 minus 4, we get 6. So we have 6 feet. So if there's 3 arrows with a total of 6 feet and each arrow has to be the same length, divided by 3, so each of the distances is 2 feet long. So 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. Let's say your parents are redecorating the dining room and want to place 2 rectangular wall sconce lights that are 25 inches wide along a 10 2/3 feet wall, so that the distance between the lights and the distances from each light to the nearest edge of the wall are the same. Design the wall and determine the distance. So first, the length of the wall, 10 2/3 feet. Each of the lights, 25 inches in width. And we need to find what is the distance of each of those 3 arrows that are all going to be the same distance. Now, we're going to show 2 ways to solve this. The first way is getting our answer in feet, and then the second answer will be in inches. So first, the 25 inches, we're going to convert those to feet. So 25 inches, that's 2 1/12 feet. Another way that we could do that is doing it into an improper fraction first, dividing 25 by 12, and we get 2 1/12 feet. Why do we do divide by 12? Because there's 12 inches in a foot. So next, we're going to take the 10 2/3 feet and we're going to subtract the 2 1/12 feet, both of them, from 10 2/3. And then once we have that solution, that result, we divide it by 3 because we have 3 arrows. And we want to know the distance for 1. So if we were doing this by hand, we would want to convert the 10 2/3 to have the same denominator, so 10 8/12. 10 8/12 minus 2 1/12 minus 2 1/12. Now we can very quickly subtract those to get 6 6/12. We're going to divide that by 3. Well, 6/12 is the same as 1/2, so 6 1/2 divided by 3. That's the same as 13 halves divided by 3. If we have an improper fraction and we're dividing by a whole number, we're simply going to be having 13 over 6, or 2 1/6 feet as our answer. So 13 halves divided by 3 is the same as multiplying 13 halves by 1/3. And when you're multiplying fractions, you multiply straight across. So 13 times 1 gets us 13. 2 times 3 gets us 6. So we have 13 6, or 2 1/6 feet. So each of these arrows is 2 1/6 feet in length. So that's how you would solve it if you needed the dimensions to be in feet. Now let's look to see what the answer would be in inches. So first, 10 2/3 feet, we convert that into inches. So the 10 feet, multiply that by 12. The 2/3 of a foot, multiply that by 12. We would get 128 inches. So 128 inches, we subtract both 25s from that, and then we divide our result by 3. So 128 minus 25 minus 25 gets us 78. 78 divided by 3, we get 26 inches. 26 inches is the same as 2 1/6 feet. Let's continue on. So now, let the distance between a light and the nearest edge of the wall be x feet. So notice we're still branching off from the previous problem, except now we're saying the distance between a light and the nearest edge of a wall be x. Write an expression in terms of x for the total length of the wall. Then use the expression and the length of the wall given in the problem to write an equation that can be used to find that distance. So we would have 3 x's because we had 3 of those arrows. And then the 25 inches, well, we converted that to feet. That was 2 and 1/12 feet. So 3x plus 2 and 1/12 plus 2 and 1/12. Next, we want to write it as an equation. So we have our expression first. Now we're writing our equation, which equals the 10 and 2/3 feet, which was the total length of that wall. Now we're going to write an equation where y stands for the number of inches, and we're going to let the distance between a light and the nearest edge of the wall be y inches. So we're still dealing with the same previous problem, except now instead of looking at it in feet, we're looking at it in inches. We're going to write an expression in terms of y for the total length of the wall. Then we're going to use that expression and the length of the wall to write an equation that can be used to find that distance in inches. So first the expression. 2 and 1/12 feet, we found that to be 25 inches, so therefore our expression is 3y plus 25 plus 25. Now we're going to create our equation based on that. So we're using our expression, and we're having it equal the total length of the wall, which was 128 inches. 10 and 2/3 feet we found to be 128 inches. So we took our expression and set it equal to 128. Next, what values of y make the second equation true? Our second equation was this previous slide, 3y plus 25 plus 25 equals 128. So we're wanting to see, does y equal 24? Does that make it true? Y equal 25 or y equals 26? Only one of these will make it true. Let's see which one will make it true. So let's plug in 24 for y. If we plug in 24 into the equation, we simplify, we get 122. 122 equals 128. That is false. That's not true. Let's go to the next one. Y equals 25. Plug in 25 for y. We get a total answer of 125. 125 does not equal 128, so therefore that is false as well. Y equals 26. This makes it true. When we simplify that left side, we get 128. Well, 128 equals 128. So y equals 26 makes the second equation true. Since substituting 26 for y results in a true equation, the distance between the light and the nearest edge of the wall should be 26 inches. Example, the ages of 3 sisters are consecutive integers. Okay, before we continue reading on, consecutive means one after the other. So we have 3 sisters here, and we want to represent these with integers. So 3 possible ages would be like 4, 5, and 6. Notice they're 3 numbers, they're right in a row, they're consecutive. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 10, 11, 12. 20, 21, 22. Those are all examples of consecutive integers. 3 consecutive integers, they're right in a row. 25, 26, 27, 23, 24, 25. Lots of possibilities. Now, we need more information. It says the sum of their ages is 45. So if we add up all 3 of the sisters' ages, we get 45 years. So that's very important information. We need to calculate their ages. We're going to use a tape diagram to find their ages. So first, the youngest sister. The youngest sister is X. That's how old she is, X, a variable. We don't know how old she is. We're going to find out using our information, but she is X years old. The second sister is X plus 1. The second sister is 1 year older than the youngest sister. And then the oldest sister is 2 years older than the youngest, and then just 1 year older than the second sister. That's why we add on these ones. The second sister is 1 year older than the youngest. The oldest sister is 1 year older than the second sister, but 2 years older than the youngest. And then the grand total of all 3 sisters is 45 years old. So to calculate their ages, we do 45 minus those 3 ones. We get 42 years. Now, 42 years is for all three sisters' x's added together. So 42 divided by 3 equals 14. This means x is 14 years. The youngest sister is 14 years old. If that's true, then the second sister is 14 plus 1, 15 years old. The oldest sister is 14 plus 1 plus 1, so the oldest sister is 16 years old. If the youngest sister is x years old, describe the ages of the other two sisters in terms of x. Write an expression for the sum of their ages in terms of x, and use that expression to write an equation that can be used to find their ages. So, first, the youngest sister is x years old. The second sister is x plus 1. She is 1 year older than the youngest sister. And then the oldest sister is x plus 2. The oldest sister is 2 years older than the youngest sister. So x plus 2. Next, we had to write an expression for the sum of their ages. The sum of their ages would be x plus 1 plus x plus 2. We would add all three quantities together. Finally, an equation that can be used to solve for their ages. We would take all three quantities, add them together, and set them equal to the sum of 45 years. Part C. We want to determine if our answer from Part A is a solution to the equation you wrote in Part B. So here's our equation. We substitute in 14 for x, and we find that we get 45. 45 equals 45, so therefore, yes, our solution is correct. And it makes the statement true. Exercise. Sophia pays a $19.99 membership fee for an online music store. So first, for Part A, if she also buys 2 songs from a new album at a price of 99 cents each, what is the total cost? Well, the total cost is $21.97. How did we get that? Take the membership fee and add 2 songs to that cost. So $19.99 plus 99 cents plus 99 cents. Part B, if Sophia purchases n songs for 99 cents each, write an expression for the total cost. So it's 99 cents for each song, so 99 cents times n, plus $19.99 for the membership. That's our expression. That word each after the 99 cents, that means multiplication. So it's 99 cents each. So however many songs we want to buy, we can put in for n. And we would multiply that by 99 cents and then add on the membership fee of $19.99. Part C. Sophia's friend has saved $118 but is not sure how many songs she can afford. Use the expression in Part B to write an equation that can be used to determine how many songs Sophia's friend can buy. So we're going to use the expression and make an equation by setting the expression equal to $118. She has $118 to spend. We use the expression from the previous problem, previous part B. Now Part D. We're going to use this equation and find out, can Sophia's friend buy 101 songs, 100 songs, or 99 songs? Only one of these will be correct. Let's plug in 99. If we plug in 99 for n, 99 cents times 99 plus $19.99, we get $118 exactly. So 118 equals 118. This is true. Therefore, Sophia can only buy 99 songs. If we observe the other ones, the price should go up. They cannot be equal as well. If we put in 100 for n, 99 times 100, we get 99 plus $19.99. We get $118.99. Notice it went up by the price of one song. If we look at the next one, it goes up by the price of another song. So $119.98 does not equal 118. So these last two make it false. So Sophia's friend could buy 99 songs with a membership for $118. Thank you so much for joining me. We will discuss any questions you have next time in class. Thank you.